All right, what is going on, everybody? This is King Daddy PC giving you another video of Series 13 VGC battles. And this team is pretty special. As you can see, I have a whole bunch of Kanto Generation 1 Pokemon on this team. I've never really built this before, but I'm, just trying it out, just to see if it's capable of, maybe getting us some wins on the competitive scene. So this team consists of a Venusaur that's running the weakness policy. So just to get those extra special attack boosts once it's procced. I'm running the Ninetales with the Drought ability that will double up the speed for the Venusaur, as well as a Zapdos. I'm running an Assault Vest, so it's pretty bulky, and we can gain some speed control once we start max year streaming, as well as putting up a heat wave to set the sun if anything. Running the Clefairy, just for some redirection, running some follow me's and giving some helping hands and some boosts. Legendary, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining the stream. And we also have a Gyarados running a Life Orb, and I'm playing with the Moxie build. So after every KO, it'll definitely get an attack boost and start, elevating, getting some more, things up, getting some more attack boosts. And of course, because it's Series 13, one of the rule sets is that you could start running mythicals. So I decided to throw in the MEW, and with a secret tech running in Prison Transform, just to see if that combo is viable in this type of game. All right, so we're gonna get into some battles, and we're gonna find out how well we can do. All right, so let's go. We'll play some rank today. I already got into Master Balls here, so doesn't really hurt my rating whether I win or lose. Will just increase or decrease. As you can see, I'm 39, 38. That's my rank. So again, I'm gonna run the Generation 1 team, and again, just to see how it does. We'll see if there are any types of wins we could get. All right, so here we go. What I'm really looking forward to is, trying to see if I could, pin, certain Pokemon with Venusaur. Venusaur is a pretty good max option. So I'll find out if, I can, just try to get some, wins out there. All right, so this guy is running a Calyrex, Zekrom, Evolto, a Groudon, a Zamazenta, and a, oh my god, why am I going blank? And an Urshifu. That could be an Urshifu water or dark. It might be a water, based on his team. So I guess I'll try to establish early speed control. It looks like he could probably lead with Cali, which is why I would have to be careful about. So I'm thinking I could start Clefairy as my lead, and I really like Gyarados here, or Venu. I do have to watch out for that Zekrom. So maybe Clefairy, Venusaur, Ninetales, and Mew as my back option. I mean, Mew is really not that great here, because of the Urshifu and the Cali. Might want to switch that into Zapdos. Yeah, let's do that. I'll probably run Zapdos instead. But again, there's so much broken Pokemon that's out there. I mean, you could pretty much run anything during this format, and running a Gen 1 team, I mean, trying to get wins on ranked, I mean, you know, there's probably but so much you could do. But listen, you know, let's see how we do. All right, so he leaves Evoltol and Groudon. So he's automatically going to set the sun, which is, you know, really good for me because now my speed is going to be doubled. Now the only thing is that I do have to watch out for that Evoltol, because that his airstreams could be problematic if he's trying to gain speed control. So I think the right play for me here is to just follow me with the Clefairy, and then I could Gmax the Vino and try to get rid of the Groudon. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Yeah, so turn 1 max, here we go. Big Venusaur. Big Venusaur action. Alright, so I wonder if he protects. Looks like he's gonna max. In the Cherish Ball, so it looks like it might be the Voltal. So he may be airstreaming. And the follow me is most likely going to redirect. I have to hope that the Groudon doesn't have protect. If it doesn't, then I think I can get a KO. Right, so there's the follow me. And there's the Gmax Vine Lash right into the Groudon. This should KO because I'm orbed. Alright, so Groudon takes the hit, and the crit, we didn't really need it because I do get stab and life orb damage. And yeah, I already get stabbed. So yeah, there's the airstream. Clefairy should eat that. Yeah, I do have you know, a lot of defense invested in it, and that's good information. He's life orb, so he's gonna take life orb damage as well as Vine Lash damage as well. Jay Lamar, what is going on, my dude? Good to hear from you, man. Alright, so he brought out Callie. Alright, so Callie I have to look out for. Now, my Venu actually still outspeeds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to I mean, I should just follow me again. Yeah, I think I'm gonna follow me again. And then at this point I can Quake into the Callie. I just have to watch out for the ally switch. I don't know if he's running that, but that's something I do have to look out for. But I think it's worth running the Quake into it so I can get a boost. So I'll still follow me. Alright, and there's Max Quake. So max moves are really good. You know, with this move I can get a nice stat boost to kind of help out. So this is going to increase my special defense. It's going to put it up a little bit. So there's the airstream again. And his speed goes up, which is something I really have to look out for. Astral Barrage. Yeah, it's good damage. Alright, so yeah, so the Vine Lash is gonna take off some more life off the Callie. And at this point, I'm actually going to bring in Zapdos. Or should I do Ninetales? I think I'll bring in Zapdos at this point. And probably just keep Ninetales in the back. Or if Ninetales survive, then I could just eject button. Let's do that. Let's bring in Ninetales. Again, this is the thing about, you know, series, you know, 1 teams or like a Kanto team. It's, you know, there's just not a lot of, you know, options in terms of like spread damage and AoE kind of, you know, effects and things like that. I mean, it's more so, you know, this is how much, you know, Pokemon has evolved, you know, throughout the years. So, um, I guess what I could do at this point is I do have to get out the Cali. I do have to get that out of here. So, um, you know, I think I'm gonna just protect the Ninetales, and I could just Vine Lash into the Cali because he's gonna outspeed. Oh well, all right. So he protected. That makes sense. That's a good play on his part. So I'll hit the protect as well. Now, what does help me is that, I mean, he's going to just keep establishing speed control, which is problematic. I wonder if that was a crit. Oh my god, it's just that strong. That was even with a special defense boost. I'll add to that. So, I mean, it's one of those things like, you know, but so much you could do. Alright, so we'll take some damage from Vine Lash for another turn, just about, and I'll bring in Zapdos. So again, I mean, he's just going to outspeed everything, and at this point, I mean, I'm pretty much not in a great spot because, of course, the Astral Barrage and the Volto could just, you know, sweep with a Dark move. But at this point, I mean, my only play is to Overheat into the Cali and Thunderbolt into the Volto. Just hope for the best. And he has Rock Slide. So I do have to look out for the flinch. Yeah, see. Just too much damage. And he's probably going to Astral for the win. Yeah. I mean, you know, you think about it. I mean, these are serious, you know, this is a, you know, Kanto team. And, you know, you're battling against legendaries. And, you know, that just, you know, goes to show how powerful these, you know, these legendaries are. Like, you know, you see moves like Astral Barrage that hits, you know, really, it hits like a truck. And then, you know, the defenses and, you know, there's but so much that you can do. All right, but listen, we'll try again. We got to see if we can get at least a win with this team. And again, you know, this is ranked, so, you know, this is, again, expected. But, you know, we'll see what can happen. You never know. All right, so this guy, he's running a very similar team. He has Mimikyu, Groudon, Yveltal, Cali, Ice. He's running Tapu and Lecky. Okay, so he has options. I mean, he doesn't have any Pokemon that has Fake Out. He does have potential Tailwind. Lecky is the fastest Pokemon in the game, so he does have that to his disposal. The Mimikyu and the Cali, he can easily just Trick Room. I think I'll try to switch it up this time. He does have Sun though. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna try to get speed control from very early in the game. So I'm gonna lead Zapdos with a Gyarados. Then I'll have Clefairy and Mew in the back. Clefairy for redirection and Mew because you know, we'll see if we could probably get some Imprison, some you know, some tricks up our sleeves with, you know, transforming into stuff that they have. All right, so they lead Mimikyu, Yveltal. All right, so they have tons of options. They can Tailwind and double their speed, or they can Trick Room and take the early advantage. Alright, so at this point, I think what I'll do is I'm gonna just heat wave just to get rid of the yeah, I think I'll just heat wave just to get rid of the disguise off of MEW. I'm gonna geyser into the also. Hopefully I got the move out on time. Oh, I didn't. Ouch. Well, at least I was able to get the protect up. So I'll heat wave, so that'll break the Mimikyu's disguise. So that's important. Essentially, it's kind of like a sash. And he didn't max either, so my Gyarados isn't going to take any damage. So I'll block the foul play, and that helps. And he'll set the Trick Room. Alright, sounds about right. Alright, so there's the Trick Room. Okay. So at this point, my Zapdos, not really necessary. I think I'm going to bring in my Clefairy. And what I'll do is I'm going to start getting some Quakes in. See, the thing is that the read would be to... I think I could just Geyser into the Voltal. Into that slot. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Just looking for a potential switch. Alright, so he doesn't switch. I'm going to bring in my Clefairy. So any damage that I'll take from either the Voltal and the Mimikyu, the Clefairy should be able to eat it up pretty quick. Alright, so we got Big G Max Gyarados. Alright. Here's the play rough. Pretty decent damage. Alright, so it's good to know that I actually underspeed the Voltal. And I'm orbed, so this should get the KO. Yeah, that was expected. I have a max attack, I'm orbed, and now I set the rain, which is definitely going to help. Alright, now with the Moxie boost, I'm going to get another attack boost as well. So this is looking pretty good so far. I just have to watch out for the Trick Room, because I am going to underspeed a lot of things. Now, he's probably going to bring in his Cali, and he's going to max it. Now, the thing is this. The way that I set up my Clefairy, I should underspeed using After You. So if I After You the Gyarados, I should be able to take a good chunk of damage out of that Cali. Again, I just have to watch out for that Mimikyu though. Alright, so let's go after it. Let's go. See what this does. He's definitely maxing the Cali. Yeah. That was definitely expected. Now, if he happens to underspeed my my Clefairy, what I'll do next turn is just use Follow Me and have the Clefairy take up the hit while I KO the Cali. Very problematic. Alright, Shallow Sneak, and now he procs his weakness policy. Now again, I should underspeed. There we go. So there's the After You. So After You, what that does is it makes me go directly after him. Not a lot of damage, as you can see, but you know, it's fine. He's gonna Hailstorm into the Gyarados. It's probably gonna KO. Yeah. Power of weakness policy.
Are you ready to Sonic versus Shadow? You're not gonna play, but you know what?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
There's the Gyarados. Now, I could bring in either Zapdos or the Mew. I think the Mew I really want to save because he does. I do have speed control regardless, so I'm gonna try to see if I can get the Zapdos in there and get a KO off. I could probably hit him with a Thunderbolt, maybe get a Para. That would help. So we'll see. I don't want to really predict what my last mon is yet, just yet. Alright, so I'll follow me. And yeah, I think I'll follow me. And I'm going to Thunderbolt into the Cali. I think my only out at this point is the Paralyze. The Quake. Oh wow, that was good read. Alright, so there's the Clefairy. I'll get the KO off with that. And by the way, like, all of this is doing is I am stalling out Trick Room turns. So this kind of does help. I do need a Para. Nope, didn't get it. Never lucky. Alright, so let's bring in Mew. And now, instead of transforming just yet, let me just check. I have one more turn of Trick Room. So I think I can get away with an ally switch. Ah, man. Pretty hard. Tim, what is going on, bro? Yeah, I'll run the ally switch and see how far that gets me. Again, I still need a Para. Thunderbolt has to, it's gonna hit, but not sure how far it's gonna get me. So if he goes after the Mew, then he'll probably win the game, but we'll see. He Shadow sneaks into, yeah, to the Zapdos spot. It's gonna Hailstorm into the Zapdos, it looks like. Oh, he got the Mew! Dashes her up, but I'm gonna die to the hail, so it doesn't make a difference at this point. There's the Thunderbolt. God, still no power. Alright, now what helps me here is that I at least regain speed control because Trick Room is up. It's just that, I mean, Cali is just so super bulky, and I mean, it's just one of those things, like, when you look at how brolic Cali is. I mean, he has +4 attack, +1 Spadef. I mean, he's really, really bulky at this point. So, I mean, at this point, all I could do is Heat Wave. I would need a crit on the Mimikyu. I do outspeed both, so yeah, there's the Protect. And then he's just gonna hit me with a Trick Room. Now, if that's not bulky, then, oh man, yeah, no way. Yep, and he wins. Yeah, so I mean, again, like, these are the things about, these Kanto, old school Pokemon. Yes, they're still valuable, like certain amounts of them, but I mean, to run a whole team of like all, Series 1, Kanto Pokemon, I mean, it's just not viable for this type of format because, I mean, as you can see, I mean, legendaries are just running rampant, and yeah, I mean, it's you'll just see that. I mean, everything is just hitting, real hard like trucks. I mean, it's tough. So you can kind of mix them in. I mean, there are definitely some powerful, Kanto region Pokemon like Charizard is like, hits like a truck, very strong, big bully. Venusaur even, under Sun he gains big, a great amount of speed. He hits really hard. Even Blastoise, when you G Max him, and they all get the same effect. They get that residual damage, and so on and so forth. So, um, Chef Boy, what's up? Yeah, it's kind of like chess. Um, I I guess it's kind of like a good comparison, but yeah, I mean, it's you're more so just trying out to see like who makes the right move when they make it. How do you counter? How can you come back? And it's relatively easy over time as you keep practicing and playing and and testing and things like that. So yeah, I mean, it's yeah. um, so I'll probably do maybe two more matches. Um, we'll see how this one goes. But again, just trying to, just see if I can get a win. Just with this, this one team. Hmm? Yeah. All right. So let's see. And guys, again, thank you for joining the chat, man. I really appreciate all the support. Please do not forget to subscribe and just to connect. Again, this is my Twitch at King Daddy PC. And as we wait, I mean, hey, listen, if there's anything in the chat or if there's any type of Pokemon that you probably have a favorite or something, put it in the chat. Maybe on the next stream I'll probably build a team around it, see if it's feasible for a format like this. And yeah, there's over 800 Pokemon now, so I mean there's so many different options, and every single Pokemon that has ever been made, at least in Pokemon Sword and Shield, is allowed this format for the next couple of months. So um, you can even do that. All of the possibilities. There's no limits. You can make a team of all fire Pokemon. Like you can make a team of all of anything. The only thing is that they just, you just can't have the same, you just can't have the same Pokemon, on the team. So you can't have like, like 6 Arcanines and, 6 Charizards or anything like that. You can have one of each, and the rules are is that you can only have, one. You can only use different items for each Pokemon as well. So, that's the only, you know, that's like the only thing that that they allow. So, it's still a good format. I mean, I would say that Series 13, now, this is probably my favorite format because, I can start using mythical Pokemon, and it's never been done before. I mean, for those who've ever, battled VGC would know that, you were never able to use like, these super, legendary Pokemon at this, up to this extent. And now, they're finally allowing you to use it. Okay, so now we have another match. Let's see how we do. He's running Whimsicott, Kyogre, Groudon, Zacian, Evolto, and Volcanion. Okay, so he has a lot of weather control in this team and speed control as well. The Whimsicott, does run Prankster Tailwind, so it does establish a lot of speed control early. Have to look out for that. So I guess what I'll do is, I guess as a lead, I'll probably lead my Mew and see how far it can get me. I'm gonna just try to play. It's all for fun. So, let's lead Mew Clefairy. And push comes to shove, I'll probably have Zapdos as a max option maybe, and Gyarados in the back. Or should I use Vino? I think Gyarados is okay here too. Okay, let's do that. Zapdos, Gyarados in the back. I like his this card. It's pretty cool. It has the background of Butterfree. Pretty cool. Alright, so let's see if we can get a win. Let's see if we can do it. Alright, so here it is. Zacian and Whimsicott. Alright, and I'll leave Clefairy and Mew. So this is not a bad lead for me, actually. So what I can do is, I think I'm going to fodder the Clefairy. So I'm just going to try it. Let's try to run the Imprison and follow me. Yep, let's try it. Why not? So there's the follow me. There's the Moonblast. Okay. So I'll take some damage there. He's probably going to Behemoth Blade. Yep, that's the right move. That is the right move. Okay. So there is the Imprison. Alright, so what Imprison does is, as you can see, I seal any move that I share it with. So the play is, is that I'm going to bring in the Zapdos. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to attempt to transform. I'm going to try to transform into Zacian. Now, again, this is probably not going to work, but listen, you never know. All right, so let's pop an Airstream into the Whimsicott, and that'll probably break Sash. And there's the Dynamax. Big Zapdos on the way. This is probably one of my favorite Kanto region Pokemon. Zapdos is pretty good. It was always nice to me in Pokemon Stadium for all my Nintendo 64 fans. So there's the Behemoth Blade into the Mew. Okay. My Mew is pretty bulky. I can take a hit. And there's the Airstream. So that is not going to KO the Whimsicott. And he probably has a Focus Sash, which is understandable. But what I do have is a Speed Boost on my Mew and my Zapdos. And now I can transform into the Zacian. And I get a stat boost. I get an attack boost. So that's what Transform does. It actually transforms into the Pokemon. It gets the effect, it gets everything. Now, obviously my Mew is very weak, but now I can see what Zacian is using. It has Play Rough, Behemoth Blade, Protect, and Sacred Sword. So what I'm going to do is, I need some more speed control. So I'm going to protect my Mew, and then I'm going to Airstream into the Whimsicott. Okay, he's going to switch out into Groudon. Very good play. All right, so he's going to set Sun, which is actually going to help me out, because if I can actually gain speed control because of the 2 max Airstreams, what that does is that's actually going to boost up my max fire move. And now Zacian is actually stuck there and struggle because of Imprison. So that's what that does. Once you imprison and transform, what happens is Zacian is just stuck there. It can't use any of its moves. All it can do is struggle. And now I get another stat boost. Alright, so that was good damage into Groudon. So now both my Pokemon actually outspeeds Groudon, so I should be able to take it out with anything. And it's safe to actually Behemoth Blade into the Zacian. The only thing is, it's pretty bulky. And it still does have the double stat boost. So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to Behemoth Blade into the Zacian, and I'm going to Airstream the Groudon. And let's see how that goes. Yeah, that forces him to take out the Zacian. He's going to bring in the Whimsicott. And he maxes the Groudon. Whoa, that's actually interesting. I wonder if he's going to max guard. Big Groudon action. Now the thing about Behemoth Blade is that, you know, the attack really goes high when you're facing a max Pokemon. So there's the Airstream. Oh, Groudon survived. Not good. Not good at all. Ah. And there's the Behemoth Blade. So he's going to get the KO into the Whimsicott. Very good max on it. Very good max. So there's the Rockfall. He's actually going after Zapdos? Wow. I should live that. I'm not sure if that's the right play. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if I would have done that if I was him. I would have went after the Mew. Especially if he was going to max that. So Zacian, I mean, he's still... I mean, there's nothing Zacian can do at this point. So... I think the right play would be to Behemoth Blade into Zacian. Or let me see, what do I have in the back? Gyarados is in the back. Zacian can't do anything. So let's just Behemoth Blade into the Groudon. And we could Heat Wave as well. Again, we outspeed both of them. Yeah, that's the right play. He's gonna switch out. It's Kyogre. Okay. Alright, so he's gonna set Rain actually. So the Heat Wave, not gonna KO the Groudon, which is understandable. But my Behemoth Blade should get the KO. There we go. Mew! Mew's playing like an MVP. And they don't have a Tailwind anymore. So at this point, we have a lot of speed control. So I think the right move at this point is to... I can actually protect my Mew for a turn. And then I'm going to see how much Thunderbolt should take out with the Kyogre. And the reason why I'm protecting is because Struggle is going to hurt a little bit, and I really just don't want to just KO my... Yeah, that's good damage. He's just going to struggle. Miss. Makes sense. Origin Pulse. Now, this should KO the Zapdos. Makes sense. Alright, pretty good. Alright, I wonder if he's locked into, no, he's not scarfed. Or maybe he is. I mean, I did have like a whole bunch of boosts. I have to get rid of the Kyogre. So I'm going to Sacred Sword into the Kyogre. And I could just Earthquake as well. Now the Earthquake is going to knock out my Mew and his Zacian. And potentially his Kyogre. So let's see what it does. Sacred Sword into Kyogre. It should KO. Yeah, sounds about right. And now he's going to struggle. He's going to take some damage off of that. That's going to KO, which is fine. And now it's a 1 versus 1, and hopefully Earthquake would get some damage and take it out. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a win. So he played pretty well. I mean, he made mostly all the right moves. I mean, I probably wouldn't have maxed the Groudon. I would have probably held on to the Kyogre. That is a pretty powerful max option. But yeah, I mean, again, with legendaries running rampant, it's very hard to, to use like a Kanto team, so to speak. But listen, you can still get wins with anything. That's all I wanted to show. You can at least get a win. All right, so listen, if you enjoyed the stream, thank you again just for joining me. I will more than likely have another team ready to go tomorrow. And again, if there's any Pokemon that you want me to maybe show, or you want me to highlight and make a team over it, please feel free to contact me. Again, that's King Daddy PC on Twitch, and I will see you on the next stream. See ya.